The most expensive private islands in the world. Everybody enjoys getting away every once in a while, whether that means taking a road trip or flying halfway around the world. Recharging your batteries by leaving town is a great idea. While most of us fantasize about relaxing with a fruity drink in hand on a Sunday beach in the Bahamas, a select few daydream about really being the sole owners of this beach and island. Let's find out how much some of these exclusive islands cost. Number 10. Caralvo Island, Mexico, $35 million. In the Pacific Ocean, 60 miles east of the Mexican city of La Paz, is a huge uninhabited island that measures 18 miles in length and has never had a permanent resident on it. Except for the asking price of $35 million, this home is ideal. Although free will always be preferred, pricing $35 million seems fair. This island is a good size. It's not too distant from the mainland. The climate is mild all year round, making it ideal for summer vacation. And if it starts to rain, you can always take your yacht to another private island on the other side of the world where it never rains. The terrain is also appealing, as it is mountainous and densely forested, transporting you back to the simpler times. The rich sea life and calm waters really make the experience extremely enjoyable as you sip mojitos in front of your luxury cabin. However, the ocean floor does drop off dramatically off the cost of the island. Number 9. Charles Island, Bahamas, $39 million. Next, we take a boat to Charles Island, a small, beautiful island in the Lutheran Bahamas, not far from the Spanish Wells colony that is asking to be developed into a community. Electric and water lines have already been laid all around the island, and they are both sturdy and reliable. The island's convenient proximity to Spanish Wells, a nearby settlement, is a boom to community life there. The island is beautiful and also provides convenient access to amenities like dry docks, grocery stores, and construction companies. The island's stunning scenery, several excellent spots for fishing and scuba diving, and pristine beaches make it a popular vacation destination. Number 8. Hans Lollik Islands, $45 million. Next, for the low, cheap sum of $45 million, the large Hans Lollik and the little Hans Lollik Islands in the United States Virgin Islands are being sold as a package deal. If the price reduction of half isn't enough to convince you, the deal of 2 for the price of 1 is too good to pass up. Great Hans Lollik, the larger of the 2 islands, is a picture-perfect private island paradise with 500 acres of unsplit beaches, gorgeous panoramas, palm-grown, and the most importantly, crystal clear waters. This cluster of islands in the US Virgin Islands may be the finest collection of private islands in the region. Number 7. Musha Cay, $50 million. The most private of private islands is up next. Illusionist and showman David Copperfield owns a string of private islands including this 600-acre one. Obviously, he's the one responsible for the 2006 disappearance of the Statue of Liberty. Even though Copperfield uses Musha Cay as a private resort, it is still surrounded by 3 other islands that he purchased in the Bahamas. Copperfield spent $50 million to buy the island and another $40 million to restore Musha Cay to its pristine state, making it one of the most private islands in the world. Cost for treasure hunts and fireworks shows can easily top $25,000. Number 6. Kai Chapel, Belize, $65 million. The next stop is a vast, privately owned island that is tucked away between Guatemala and the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, and is brimming with historical and cultural significance. Kai Chapel is surrounded by 6 miles of white sand beaches and is on the edge of the World Heritage listed barrier reef in Belize's greatest marine sanctuary. Previously owned by an amazing self-made billionaire named Isaiah Emmanuel Motor, setting foot on this pristine land is practically a crime against nature. Yet man must investigate. Barefoot adventures await you on the islands as well as open water excursions into the Great Blue. But it's not all running around in the sand and sunbathing. Sky Chapel has maintained a forward-leaning philosophy of sustainability and environmental responsibility, choosing to grant guests access to the limitless wonders of the natural world rather than just tearing it down. The island's high standards remain. After all, the Four Seasons have provided you with an abundance of wonderful convenience and assistance. There's an 18-hole White Shark golf course on the island, and it's surrounded by luxury resorts that cater to all Four Seasons. Four Seasons from now, please mail my sponsorship check. Number 5. Pumpkin Key, $95 million. This amazing private island in Florida may be the smallest of the islands on the list. It's approximately 26 acres in size, but it still packs quite a price tag, having gone from $110 million to $95 million. If you're traveling by boat or helicopter, you can reach Pumpkin Key from Miami's South Beach in just 10 minutes. This also includes using the apartment's third bedroom. The island's primary residence comes with a pair of caretaker cottages, a dock master's quarters, and 20 slip marine large enough to accommodate the yachts of Florida's affluent. In addition to breathtaking scenery, visitors to the island may also enjoy world-class fishing, snorkeling, and scuba diving just a few meters off the coast. There is also a luxurious hotel with a full-service spa, a variety of restaurants and shops on the island's coastline. Number 4. Isle de Ronde, $100 million. The next stop is one of the Caribbean's largest and most interesting islands, Round Island, Garanda, about 5 kilometers from Garanda, located 27 miles from Tobago and 68 miles from St. Vincent. This quaint, undeveloped island of 2,000 acres is a home to stunning natural beauty. The island's cave system, which is ideal for swimming though, is a charming touch that is sure to get someone's wallet unzipped. You may relax with the beautiful marine life of this island without worrying about runoff or fishing. Clearness in the water is exceptional for swimming all the way down to 100 feet surrounding this island. You can give the turtles a fist bump and the eels a good fright. If you're one of the really wealthy who can buy a $100 million private island but doesn't have a yacht, Isle de Ronde is also relatively near to the mainland. Getting there requires either a private jet, a speedboat, or a strenuous 6-mile swim. Number 3. Scorpios Island, $153 million. The next stop will be on well-known Greek island in the Mediterranean and Aristotle once called home. Not that Aristotle, mind you, I'm talking about Aristotle Socrates or Nessus. Aristotle purchased it in 1963 for $14,000, and in 2013, the heiress of the Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev, Katerina Rybolovlev, purchased it for almost $153 million. He sought to transform the 74-acre island in the Ionian Sea off the west coast of Greece into a luxurious playground for the affluent and powerful. He thought in 200 species of trees, bought in sand from the nearby island of Salambia, and the constructed helipad, a small marina and harbor facilities large enough to accommodate his beloved yachts. The target date for the project's conclusion is 2024. Number 2. Rang Yai Island, $160 million. Our second most expensive private island is located in Thailand, east of Phuket. It is the largest island for sale in the region and is near to 2 other islands. Rang Yai is in a great location between the resort-filled islands of Phuket and Coconut. It's not the most isolated spot in the Pacific, but unless you are intending on staging some kind of movie-style death match, you probably don't need an island in the middle of the ocean. You might not get much of the sense of being alone in the forest of Rang Yai Island, given that it is only 10 minutes from the nearest town and has running water, electricity, and mobile phone service. It is an attractive option. Instead, you get 110 acres of stunning tropical rainforest and white sand beaches. Number 1. Lanai Island, $300 million. The most expensive private island was purchased by tech tycoon and co-founder of Oracle, Larry Ellison, for around $300 million. This island is located in the Bahamas and is owned by the fifth richest person in the world. The island's previous owner, billionaire David Murdoch, was apparently asking for a cool $1 billion, so Ellison got a great deal. Although officially Ellison owns roughly 98% of the island, with the remaining 2% belonging to the state of Hawaii. Who knows, maybe he forked over the additional $700 million, he might control all 90,000 acres of the island. Ellison had intended to utilize it as testing ground for eco-friendly innovations like solar-powered greenhouses on a vast scale. These days, Ellison plays a private game of Monopoly on these islands. As soon as his attempt to buy the electric grid is approved, he will be able to cry Monopoly and seize control of everything else on the island.